Yo, what's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about some new Yu-Gi-Oh cards coming out, more support for the Ice Bears, plus on top of that there's going to be these new holiday prize packs you guys can go ahead and actually participate in and get completely for free. But let's go ahead and hop right into the news. So the first thing I want to go ahead and go over is the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is new Ice Barrier support, but I don't actually know if it's going to be generic support for other decks as well. The first card we're going to take a look at is the Crystal Wall of the Ice Barrier, or Clear Wall of the Ice Barrier, which is a new continuous spell card that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. The first part of it says, when this card is activated, you get to target a level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard and special summon it. The second effect is, while you control 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters you control are unaffected by activated effects from any opponent's monster special summoned from the extra deck. Okay, so it's got protection, and on top of that, it is able to go ahead and protect all of them, not just the level 4 or lower, which usually that's how you try to set up the lock, where it's like you can't attack with certain monsters. There is an Ice Barrier lock, but it's really not that difficult to break. Next up, though, we have the Pulse of Trishula. Okay, so this card actually has some cool artwork over here. It's a normal trap card that has lots of different effects. So Pulse of Trishula is a normal trap card that says you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name per turn. The first part of it says apply these effects in sequence based on the number of Ice Barrier synchro monsters with different names you control. So if you have 1, you get to banish 1 card your opponent controls. 2, you get to banish 1 card in your opponent's graveyard. 3, you get to banish 1 random card in your opponent's hand. Oh, so it's like Trishula in trap form. That is cool, but remember, you're going to have those Ice Barrier synchros, and good luck having 3 of those. And then the second effect is when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an Ice Barrier synchro monster or monsters you control, you can banish this card from the graveyard and negate that effect. If it only said negate and destroy that card, we'd be looking at something a little bit better. But remember that your cards might be protected anyways, because if you control 3 of them, they are going to be unaffected by activated effects. Only from the extra deck, so that means Dino's not going to be caring too much about this. And then on top of that, we do have some confirmation of a bunch of other prints coming out. This is like Spellbreaker, the Dance Princess. Most of these cards are like a quarter each. We have Nupra, Ronin Toaded, Salvage. Oh, and then also, is this card coming back? That is a highlight over here with a reprint of a card that sometimes means either A, we're getting an Errata, or B, the card is just going to come back off the ban list. How do you guys feel about Vanity's Emptiness coming back into the game? Do you guys think it's going to get some sort of an Errata? It doesn't have one over here, and then also obviously DeLorean over here has, it looks like this is bold over here, which I got to double check. Actually, this is my first time seeing this. I didn't actually check out the reprints, but I didn't think they errata DeLorean. Over here, it says once per turn, you can return any number of face-up cards you control to the owner's hand. And it says you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. So it might just be some like wording on it, but DeLorean has there was tons of different loops with this card, but yeah, that is something that is in bold. So it has been changed to prevent infinite loops. So the card's text did indeed get changed over here, but yeah, it just has, that's like the big change, and that's what matters. So they are erratating this. This is what I care about. I don't really care about DeLorean loops as much as I care about Vanity's coming back into the game, as that is a huge deal in Yu-Gi-Oh! The question is, in the comment section below, do you guys want this card to come back, or should it stay on the ban list, or should it get an errata? I don't know what the errata would be. Maybe you can control no special summon monsters or something like that to make, you know, maybe anti-meta a little bit more viable in the game. But on top of that, I do want to go ahead and mention there is a holiday prize pack, and this is available for all you guys. Now, I'm not running the contest myself over here. This is just me mentioning it. So anyways, if you want to check out the prizes, this is the most important part of it. There's going to be 3 winners of this prize pack, 3 winners of that one, and then 2 winners of what I want the most, which is the Dark Magician Girl statue over here. So I'll go ahead and zoom up on the artwork of what you will be winning. So you get some pins, you get a tin, you get like a metal Egyptian god card, and then on top of that, I think the statue is probably one of the more valuable things. So you can see you can get Yugi, you can get Kaiba, or you get Dark Magician Girl. Let me know which one you guys would like to win the most. I honestly would think that the Dark Magician Girl one is probably the most popular, but how you enter to actually get into the sweepstakes. One, if you just purchase something on the shop YuGiOh website, it'll automatically enter you. But method 2, which is the one I suggest to you guys. Again, remember, I'm not running this tournament, that's on them, but I just wanted to go ahead and mention it because, you know, it's free. Why not? This is interesting. They want you to handwrite your name, mailing address, and email address, and phone number on a sheet of paper and mail it to the following address. Now, what's interesting with this is they mentioned that for each mail-in you submit, you will receive 5 entries to the sweepstakes. And what I think is really strange with this is it says that you can repeatedly do both. I'm just giving you guys the news and information on this, but what I think is interesting, like, I understand that, like, you know, they want to promote sales, so, like, this makes sense that you can repeatedly do both, but why can you do both of the write your name by handwriting it? I feel like this opens up the doors for people just writing in and sending in thousands and thousands of them, and they're just, I don't know, man, it just seems very strange, but there's the info, there's where you send it. Again, I'm not running this, it's just something that I wanted to share with you guys, and also just checking out the cool little statues over here. But let me know, guys, what you think of the ice barrier support. Do you think it makes them viable at all? For me, I still think the deck is looking relatively weak, but what I'm mostly excited about with this is the news on Vanities. Is it getting errated? Is it coming back? Anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it down below, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you are new here and want to keep up with more new YuGiOh cards and YuGiOh news, subscribe, turn that bell, and you'll definitely see more. But take care, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. And I'm out. Peace.